All right.
All
so
right.
this is episode 0 of Microwave This Podcast.
Entitled, Fuck, I Forgot My.
I forgot all the things.
After an hour and a half of doing some elementary bullshit on the computer, we're finally ready to roll.
So, again, this is episode 0 of Microwave This Podcast. I'm Ben.
Yeah, and I'm Chris.
And I'm Matt.
And we're just going to have a nice talk. And, the podcast is not about anything. There's no overarching theme. We're just going to talk about stuff. And generally, movies, video games, music, that's just all going to be a reoccurring thing. And from time to time, we're going to play games. We're going to answer questions. And just fuck around, honestly.
Yeah, don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
In fact, you should probably take about 99.999999999% of the shit we say and just fucking throw it out the goddamn window.
Also, consider a lot of times that we're just being facetious or feeding irony.
Fact to us?
Again, it's going to be a nice talk. We're all going to have a nice time.
And we're probably going to talk over each other a lot because
it's coming.
Our first time.
Well, we do have an Everhart in our midst.
Oh, yeah.
We're also going to try to not get too personal or specific about the town we live in, and people we constantly see and are around.
Yeah.
We like some of you, but can't stand most of you.
I do not want to get sued for slander.
Like you said, don't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. We're just having fun.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to do a bit of admin here because we have promised to just plug everyone that we love. And, Chris has a YouTube channel.
Yep. Just started out.
You've got like 3 videos.
Yeah, I mean.
But your remix of Shitbird.
Yeah. That's
pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's the old YouTube channel. But my other one is my DJ stuff, and I'm going to be live streaming from that.
Nice. And then Matt, you don't have a personal YouTube channel.
I do, and I've got some videos up from my old band.
Okay.
From
yeah.
Onward to Olympus. Mostly.
Matt was
he
was a drummer in a metal band called Onward to Olympus, and it was pretty fucking impressive. And if you like heavy metal, look up Onward to Olympus. I think the video that you're in is Sink or Swim.
Yeah, Sink or Swim.
And that's a lot of our friends.
That was almost 9 years ago.
Yeah, but that's like people give you shit about that video.
Yeah,
but I really enjoy.
I like
that
video.
song, and I like seeing my
friend. Everyone's gonna have jokes.
Yeah,
no matter
fuck
what
off.
The fuck
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just, dude.
Everyone who has jokes
is
not in a
minutes,
music video.
When you're in the limelight for your 15 minutes, your closest buddies are gonna fucking rag you for it.
Yeah, but
one question: your kit in that video, is that the same kit that Clay has now, or is that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that kit's been in two
music videos with 2 different bands, and when I watched Clay Higgins play with Graveyard Boulevard on their latest music video, it made me feel good, man. It just felt like I was passing something down.
Yeah.
And
granted in the material sense, but still like it.
And you guys were like polar opposites too, with the way that you look in the video. I mean, Clay's smiling the whole time, and you're grimacing.
Oh yeah, no. Matt has like the gnarliest, like fuck off, kind of like I'm playing metal.
Yeah. Once we go video with this podcast, we're going to be throwing up clips and shit. So you might have to throw a clip of that in there.
Oh yeah. Sink or Swim. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Everyone gives you shit about it.
Yeah, but I actually am going to be starting another channel at some point.
Oh, nice, excellent.
Hopefully, Yeah, well, I mean, I've got some recording equipment put together. I mainly need to finish it up before I can start, hopefully putting up like cover videos and maybe some instructional videos. I don't know. We'll see.
So all right, enough about you, Matt.
Matt's
Fuck me, right?
Matt's a professional drummer, and we love everything he does. He's a very dear friend. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be in the podcast.
No.
And
professional, that's a stretch.
Well, you toured
Not
you toured the fucking country, so it's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you're a professional,
Yeah.
and like he.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
He beats the skins very nicely, especially
More
when
than
everyone
you
goes
know.
to the grocery store. And Chris is a professional dad. He's very much a dad.
Yep.
And
I sit at home, play video games, and change shitty diapers.
Yeah, just wipe tiny asses. And I'm mostly a professional fuck up. I'm I guess Salisbury's premier pizza boy.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations.
Yeah,
Ben just got
Ass man.
Yeah, he just got thrust upon the ring of hierarchy.
Greatness was thrust upon me. So yeah, we're all kind of in our own little corners, Matt does his drumming stuff, and Chris is very much a dad, and I
do have talents, but
well, I mean, just
it's
day to day.
Yeah.
And
I got lucky. I got a wife who has a good job, so she told me to quit mine, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it."
Okay, all right. I could fucking stay at home and make
Living the
chocolate
dream,
milk.
right? It's not a dream, fellas.
Yeah.
It's not a dream.
Oh no, I've been raising tiny people since I was like 12 years old, and that shit gets old fast. Now they're 20, and they're like, at a certain point, I was sleeping on one of their couches.
Yeah, I'm buying a
Dude,
beer.
I gotta say, it is weird to see a 20-year-old woman walk up to you. Hey, Uncle Ben, and like, what?
Yeah.
In fact, I recall like the first time like I ever saw one of them, like they were up front of the restaurant.
The restaurant we work at, or you worked at. You recently left, and
I saw this young girl. She was
come up to me and start
she was cute,
talking to me, and
I was like, good for Ben, and then it's like, that's his niece, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, if people in my family are either handsome or gorgeous, like our genetics, like we're chock full of cancer. but you can't tell that we're full of tumors because we're so beautiful on the surface. You're just like, oh my god, she's so hot, and you're like, yeah, we but she's got a lot of fucking physical problems. Like my hip is just bulging with fucking black bruises, and okay, so I feel like we've gotten through the intro, and a little bit of the admin. Like we've plugged Burnside's band and Chris's YouTube channel. I actually have a YouTube channel of my own where I do a lot of like video game streams, and I started off with like anime music videos because I'm a huge fucking nerd, and that's what nerds do is they cut anime to songs that they like. But yeah, like Bernie had Onward to Olympus, and he's in a new band called Dad Bod, which is the fucking best. And Chris has his channel on YouTube. You want to?
Yeah, it's it's actually my personal YouTube channel, but I'll be streaming from there, and just me doing live sets in the like what I like to call the music room, but the wife has taken it over, so it's pretty much the school room / library / office / whatever. But anyway,
/ not your shit.
Yeah, not my shit anymore. But that's, she brings home the bacon, so I gotta give her a little.
Give her some room.
Give her one room in the house,
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Would you say it's her man cave?
Yeah. No.
Her man cave is Chris's anus. So and yeah, I have a YouTube channel under the name Ben Katz, Katz. Where I do streams and like just random weird shit. Like if you actually go to my YouTube, it is complete fucking nonsense.
Yeah, and there'll be all links to our YouTube channels in the
we'll link dump.
Yeah. I would also like to point out that Ben runs a very successful exorcism business called Cat's Spirit and Spectral Removal.
Look me up on Facebook, Cat's Spirit and Spectre Removal. Where we promise to push all the spirits, the human spirits, out of your house. That's a specification that needs to be made because we're just going to use ants because a lot more ants have lived and died on planet Earth than humans. So we're just outnumbering the human ghosts.
Human ghosts don't like ghost ants.
Yeah, no one likes ants, especially ghost ants. You can't sweep them off.
Oh, so you're using ghost ants and not real ants?
No.
Well, no. Well, okay. He's using real ants, and then when they die,
once they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Then they're
if you
ghost
need any more
ants.
ants, come to my house. They're fucking holding up the house, man. I'm not lying. Fuck, man.
Like, anyway. What is that? Holy water? No, it's sugar water. So get rid of ghosts? No, but you're about to have ants, man.
I mean, it gets rid of the ghosts, but you're about to have ants. So. Okay, so we've got through the intro, we've got through the admin, and I feel like we should, because it's a conversational podcast. We're going to talk about video games. We're talk about movies and TV and all that shit. Honestly, I feel like we should, Chris, you should talk about Red Dead, and I'm going to talk about why I hate Rockstar.
Well, do you want me to start off?
Yeah, go ahead and put your best foot forward, and I'm going to stomp on it.
Okay, well, we can. I mean, we can automatically talk about the loading time, which everybody knows.
Oh,
it took for fucking ever. But
okay, so it's a big loading time. I haven't played it all.
I mean, I already had mine digitally downloaded, so it was ready to go.
Are you talking about the loading screen or like the install time?
The install time.
Okay, fuck that.
Yeah, it took about, I'm gonna say about an hour and a half.
Oh wow, I was gonna say 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a huge fucking game. I mean, it's.
It's like 100. It's like 100 gigs.
Yeah. It's everything that I could have hoped for out of 8 years of, development
like waiting
and
wanking.
I really appreciated that within the first 24 hours of that game's release. People were
put
like
it to your mouth.
We're drawing penises in the snow.
Put it to your lips.
Oh shit!
Like this.
The truth is, no, not like that. You see where
a little spike there.
Having to show Matt how to work a microphone because he's a drummer
I'm using a condenser, motherfucker.
Anyway,
yeah. Dude, there's
you should have told me to bring a SM58.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, fuck it.
Fucking vocal mic, motherfucker. God damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, your mic's probably going to sound the best whenever we go into post-production. But anyway, I mean, it's just, hell, I don't know where to start off. I mean, like, the first chapter, the first chapter was pretty boring, and I'm sure everybody
like getting the game rolling
teaches you how to use everything, how to
shoot and whatnot.
Yeah, but after that, and you get the open world in the second chapter, it just becomes. I mean, to me, I've been playing very little storyline stuff.
Nice.
Just exploring and opening up the full map, and I'm still not there because I get in little skirmishes and fuck around and like kill somebody that I shouldn't, and you've got the other gang coming after you all the time, and they show up in random ass places, and you're just by yourself, and there's like 6 to 8 people like going after your ass, and but I mean, like, if you go on Reddit or wherever and watch some of the GIFs it's just amazing what this game does. I mean, like, graphically and just fucking what you can do. I mean, it's brutal. And it's like,
I feel like eventually I'm gonna pick this game up because I love a good chaos simulator. But again, I hate Rockstar because I mean I played every GTA up to like San Andreas and was like, this is a lot of fun. And then at a certain point, I just got tired of like shooting hookers and crashing my car into cops.
Yeah, it definitely got old.
Yeah, and I started putting in like the cheat codes on Grand Theft Auto 5 because it was just more fun not dying and then just seeing how much destruction you can.
I have no investment, and it's the same problem I have with The Witcher, which if you go to my YouTube channel, you will understand that I hate The Witcher. It's the same kind of problem where there's like all this emphasis on story, and like okay, it's kind of interesting, but like I didn't come for that.
Yeah,
and
like,
at the time,
sorry.
Well, at the time, you had games like Grand Theft Auto and like and I much prefer like Saints Row because it's the same premise where like you just kill motherfuckers and you go around the city, do whatever the fuck you want. But Saints Row had a much broader emphasis on like character creation and customization. But there was also stuff coming out that it was the same kind of like chaos simulator where if you just want to run around and fuck people up, I remember Prototype being a thing.
Fucking love that game.
Oh my god, Prototype is so fucking good.
I never played it.
Oh my god, like it's one thing to just be like, oh, I crashed a car into a cop, and I
no, you're like running up buildings,
fucking alien, like virus, like living fucking pathogen who just eats people and cuts motherfuckers in half. It's so much more fun and interesting than just being like random dot gangster who's an asshole. That's those kinds of games.
So you're more anti storyline or just more anti sandbox?
No, I'm definitely more anti storyline.
Okay.
Like, give me a sandbox with like the appropriate tools to just be a real fucking asshole, like and creative, interesting tools like shape shifting and like eating people and fucking like shape shifting and stuff like that. That's way cooler than just being like, oh well, I've got a fucking Desert Eagle and I shot a person.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
took their money.
Yeah, Ben doesn't just want to shoot you; he wants to eat you.
I'm going to take your flesh.
Well, I mean, and that's another cool thing about Red Dead is, I mean, there's a survival element in here. It's not just surviving people trying to kill you, but eventually. you have to like eat, and you have to eat right. I mean, like you can get fat, you can get skinny. I mean, like
they went Fable on us.
Yeah, I mean, like it's there's a health aspect, and I mean, it's pretty fucking deep, man. I mean, it's
I'm gonna extend an olive branch to Ben about this game by asking a question. Is there a Donner Party episode?
Probably.
I haven't. I mean, okay. Well, there might be because
there's people jerky.
There's the mountains that I have not explored fully yet. That's part of the. They're up north, obviously, but I went south on the map, like first, and went down towards the Bayou area, which is an area you want to avoid first. Because like they're voodoo people down there, and
nice.
I mean, like it's I
love it.
I mean, there's New Orleans. I forgot what the name of the actual city is. It's Rockstar, so they don't use the real names. But it's New Orleans, and it's I've never been to New Orleans, but to me it looks pretty accurate as far as I mean. I think there's a whole downtown area, French Quarter, I think there's all that.
Nice.
But as far as the mountains are concerned, I haven't been up there yet. You start off in the mountains, and that's why I didn't go up there to, go around everywhere yet and explore. But the funniest thing. I mean, like, there's a religious cult that is essentially the KKK, and it's pretty funny. Do we have a technical issue?
No, I was trying to look at how long we've been running.
Oh, yeah, it's
a little over 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Is that what
no,
it is?
I think that's like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I don't fucking know how to read.
No one knows how to read how long we've been
Well,
recording.
it shows it in bars, I think. I don't think it shows it in minutes and seconds.
I think it's been longer than 10 minutes.
But yeah, as far as the mountain, there might be a Donner Party. Who knows? I mean, you might have to end up eating human.
Yeah, long pig.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Rockstar. I
human
mean,
flesh.
there's some shit in there that I
Look,
that
I've cannibalized people in Bethesda games. In Fallout 3.
Well, yeah, I mean, and those games. I mean, like,
there's a perk that lets you be able to eat people.
But it's Fallout. I mean, like, you're probably gonna have to eat a human.
Well, my favorite thing ever. I'm sorry, little anecdote. In Fallout 3, I took the perk that lets you eat people, which only provides like a small amount of health regain. I found a camp of like super mutants, and they, I killed them all, and they had like a couple of like human hostages who were like, like on their knees with their hands tied behind their back, and I turned to my buddy and I said, "Watch this shit." So I just went over, because I'm always a melee guy. I avoid the use of guns whenever possible. So I went over and like there's two dudes tied up, and I just went and hit one with my sledgehammer. He of course he's dead. So I ate him in front of his friend, who was also tied up.
I didn't realize you could actually do
because
that.
There was a nice choice of like, you can let these people go.
Don't worry, it's still recording.
But yeah, there was a nice choice of like, oh, you could let these people go, and instead of letting both of them go, I killed one with a sledgehammer, and I ate him in front of his friend. And then I let him go. so I just came in and hit a dude with a sledgehammer and cannibalized him in front of his friend. And then I untied his buddy and just said,
I don't know if I want to be friends with you anymore, man.
And so you can do some sick shit like that too, and Red Dead. I mean, like like you can hog tie anybody and throw them on train tracks and watch the train come by. And
on the original Red Dead, what I used to do was I would they would be like, okay, go out and capture this bounty, and I would capture a dude, hog tie him, put him on the back of my horse. But instead of taking him straight back to town, I would leave him on the back of my horse.
Oh yeah,
for
drag
days.
Him. Yeah,
no, not like hog time.
Oh, you just like stow him on the back of your horse. Yeah.
No, I would just leave him on the back of my horse, and just ride around and do other shit. And
yeah,
it's
and then
raining on him.
In the new one, it'll probably say that your meat is rotten now. Because it'll tell you that. I mean, like if you put an animal back there, who knows if.
Okay, I feel
God
like
fucking help us if they ever actually really make a real Westworld. I'm not going with you, motherfuckers. I swear to God.
And you know what? I mean, like
you white hat piece of shit. You fucking white hat motherfucker.
I mean, that might actually be some DLC content for Red Dead Redemption. Who knows?
I'm just look. I'm going Ed Harris.
Yeah, and we
Full
can talk
Ed Harris.
We can do a whole episode on
could.
Westworld, dude.
I feel like we should move on.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. I'm definitely getting that at some point.
I mean,
I'm playing
it's.
as well.
I will say it's probably the most advanced, most beautiful,
probably the
video
best
game that I've ever played.
Game.
I mean, it's. I mean, at this point, it's next generation. It shouldn't have.
It should not have been.
No, it should be a
PS4.
PS5
it should
game.
P5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so
I'm with
it's and now they've got 3-4 more years to work on the next because they're not going to put out anything else on this generation.
Hell no.
When is the next generation console? When are the next generation?
2022, 2021.
Yeah,
I think
it's going to be a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 or 3 years for certain.
Because for me, it feels like because I just bought an Xbox One this year, and Xbox One.
They're already boundary breaking.
But for me, it feels like the shit just came out.
Excuse me.
Because I haven't had much time to play video games over the years.
Yeah.
And so for me, it feels like it's brand new. Like
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, same way with me when I bought the 4, and the 4 had already been out like
P4.
I think maybe 2 years when I bought it. I mean, I've had it for 2 years, so it's been out around 4 years now. 4 or 5 years.
I can't.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I can't pin it down specifically, but it's been 4 or 5 years easy.
And I don't have the Pro, which I really I can't justify
the P4 Pro.
I mean, I can justify the money. Let me just say that, but the wife cannot justify it. She's gonna be like, "You already have a PlayStation. Why do you want the new?" And I'm like, "It's 4K native
because it's new."
And then she's gonna be like, "What
Woman,
does that matter?"
where is my P4?
I mean, I'm not saying that women don't understand the whole, but I'm just saying she doesn't. I mean, like it's like
specifically
when I watch something in 4K versus standard def, and I'm like, she's like, I don't care what it looks like. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So we're gonna jump on down to the next. Let's see, basic. And this is something I feel like we're gonna do from time to time. Is language games, which
all right,
and Bernie, you and I started this like Saturday.
Oh yeah,
which Bernie, it was his last day at the location we currently. Well, he doesn't work there anymore. It was his last day.
Oh, so it's a caper game.
Yeah,
all right. I love caper games.
And we do a lot of language games and. One of them was because I brought up again, all hail Neil Cicierega. He's our fucking Beowulf.
Yeah, he's the man.
God, damn.
The shit that dude comes up with.
I mean,
everything the man does is amazing. And I actually tweeted before we started the podcast tonight. I said, fucking thank you to the Vidiots and Neil Cicierega for being such a huge inspiration to us. Neil Cicierega, holy shit. He does a podcast. And
I haven't heard it yet.
Well, he does with like 2 or 3 of his buddies, he does a podcast where they just talk about every Ernest movie. For like 2 hours.
Well, there was like 20, right? So, I mean, like, you could fill like 20 podcasts.
Were there 20 of them?
No, I don't think there
Yeah,
were.
I think there's like maybe 5 or 6.
I think it's like 6 or 7, but
there
they
could
did
be
that,
20.
and it's amazing. And
I think I said to you, like, I really appreciate them doing a 2-hour-long podcast
for
a
movie
90-minute
90
movie
minutes long.
At best, 90 minutes. They spent 2 hours talking about this fucking thing.
Dude, that's nothing. I mean, like, seriously, that's the way it is. You go in college and you have to, like,
I feel like we were
going to
do an hour. We were going to do an hour podcast.
Yes.
This is going to run a little long.
But this is a 2-hour-long podcast about Ernest Scared Stupid or whatever the hell they were talking about.
No,
what is there to take away from that other than hey, Vern?
There's a lot. You can delve deep, man. Sociological.
Don't fucking be like that. I'm out of beer. Okay.
Yeah, me too. That's my last beer.
Yeah.
So.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I can't be out late tonight.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I can't be too terribly long. I promise the woman I'd be.
So the game is Ernest is or Ernest goes or
Oh, yeah. We played this the other night.
Yeah. Like Ernest Goes to the Free Clinic.
See, I would have thought of some good ones if I'd known we were going to do it on the podcast.
No, it's
I mean,
fine.
like
I
now
mean,
they're all going to be
spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Because Ernest, no one wants to watch Ernest get like a cotton swab pushed up his dick hole.
Yeah, no.
It's interesting.
Ernest picks out snacks.
Yeah. Or Ernest Goes to Islam.
Yeah.
What was the one I had the other night? I can't even fucking remember.
Dude,
Shit,
I don't remember.
I was wasted.
That was a long night.
Um,
We drank a lot.
I don't remember. It was fucking funny. I laughed at my own joke, and I don't usually do that. Shit, I don't remember what it was.
Well, Bernie threw out one of the best ones I've ever heard.
Which one?
Oh God, there were a lot, but you threw out like one or two that I just lost my shit. I could not keep it together for that.
What was it? Ernest Goes Comatose.
It was Irma
with its
Ernest Goes Comatose
with its direct sequel, Ernest Goes to Hospice.
and then the direct sequel to that was Ernest Goes to Hell. Because
what is wrong with me?
it was bad.
In the moment, it was fine. You know, like I thought it was funny, but now hearing you say it, I'm just like, man, I am just a terrible person.
He just died. He was just chock full of tumors, fucking just swelling up and like bruising all over.
I feel like we should stop making fun of Jim Varney.
No, Jim Varney. No, I can't wait until Poochie comes on board because Poochie invented his own game, which is the gnarliest thing I've ever heard. So at some point in the future, we might have a dude named Poochie be our guest broadcaster with us.
My former roommate.
Podcaster. And he wants to play a game called What If Taylor Swift Dated a Black Guy?
Oh, my God.
Yes! And I really feel like that's just going to be...
I don't really even understand the implications of that game. Like,
have you ever seen... It's really fucked up, but look at, like, pictures of Taylor Swift when she, like... You know, like, she has, like, little tiny, like, 10-year-olds who are big fans of her, who come up to her and they're like, oh, I love you so much. And she's like, yeah. But for some reason, and I'm not...
Are you gonna be creepy?
I'm being a dick. No, I'm not. I'm not being creepy.
Well, I mean, you can.
But I'm about to be a dick.
She's an adult, so.
Because it's not creepy towards her. It's not creepy at all in any sense. It's seriously like she comes up like they're little white girls who come up to Taylor Swift, and I get how that sounds. Like, I'm ethnic, okay? I promise. It's okay for me to be like this. They're little white girls come to Taylor Swift, and she gives them a big hug, and she gives them a big smile. And then there are like little like black girls who come up to Taylor Swift, and they're like, I love you so much. And she's like, it's like when you ask a girl.
She just give him like a high five or something.
So how much Taylor Swift video have you watched?
No, I've just seen. I don't know a single one of her songs.
But you've seen like.
But I've
all
seen
these
pictures of her
appearances and
hugging little white kids.
Yeah,
and she's real like okay,
loving
and then there's a little
like, ew, don't touch
girl that's like, oh, Taylor Swift, and she's like, it's like if you were like in middle school and you asked the really pretty girl in class to dance with you, and
you have to dance like arm's length.
She's barely touching you.
Yeah.
Standoffish.
Yeah. So I've seen pictures of this shit.
All right. So now we're gonna have Taylor Swift's
so what if
PR people on us, and Podcast episode 1. That's all you're going to get.
Episode 0, we're getting sued for slander.
No, we're not going to get that big.
No, it's all.
But if we do, and then we get
it's
like
all
some,
parody.
you
At the end of the day, it's all
Right.
parody. We're not being serious. None of this is.
Oh no, you're being serious about Taylor Swift right now.
No,
I
this
mean,
is Poochie's idea.
Yeah. And what are they really going to sue us for an observation?
Oh no.
I
just saying,
I have Facebook.
We're trying to get like some sponsors here so we can make this thing big.
Oh, I wish. I want that
Damn
monster.
it! There goes Disney, and there goes fucking whatever else is in
LucasArts is
Tennessee
not.
that we could get. That
It's not. Monkey Shoulder, support us. I don't know who makes Monkey Shoulder, but yeah, do that.
you know what?
Monkey Shoulder. Oh Christ!
Oh, did you hit your head on the mic?
Yeah, I hit my headphones on the mic there. That was a little too much.
But thanks to Ben, I'm not going to get any drum students now. They're talking about Taylor Swift being racist.
Fuck her.
Ernest Goes Flaccid. Sorry.
That's the sequel to my favorite, which was Ernest Goes to Pornhub. Ernest Goes to Pornhub, which is 90 minutes of shameful jerking, and
turn around to the camera and say, "You know what I mean?"
he did too much coke, and he drank too many
Hey,
beers.
Vern.
So Ernest Goes Flaccid is the tail end of that, where he's just,
Which somewhere down the line, there's Ernest Goes to Rehab.
Yeah.
and then
still
Ernest
trying to
goes
think of the one I
Ernest
had the
checks
other
himself out as the sequel to that.
Ernest Goes to Islam was the direct sequel. Oh my God. Okay. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Vern.
where are we at? How
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was a good seg, right?
that
to
was-
the
that was a
Ernest.
that was a
Well, not seg.
section.
It was actually just a bookend, I guess. But
Okay.
all right, so where are we at?
I don't know physically how much time. I can't read the fucking.
Oh, we're good. I mean, like, just let it record until
We're just gonna cut
computer-
it off.
Yeah, I mean, like, we got time.
Okay, so at
Probably been going
the
for
end
about
of this
a
is
good 40
just
minutes,
gonna
I
be.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say about 40 minutes. So we got about 20 to just be weird.
Well, and I'm
mean-
gonna edit, so
Yeah, I mean,
So-
chop it up.
20 minutes to start being weird, or
20 minutes left to be weird.
okay, all right. I feel like we've been weird the entire time.
Oh no, I mean, I hopefully that's the appeal.
Yeah.
So we got about.
I
20
mean, we're
minutes
not
to go.
putting on any charade or anything like that. This is how we are.
no.
At
But this
the
is
end of the
this
day-
is
We are
not
some
fake
weird
at all.
dudes.
Yeah, this is just us drinking beer here and just talking.
This is why.
So.
This is why it's called Microwave This Podcast, because at
Yeah,
the end
why
of the
is that?
day, we're just weird motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And we have microphone. We have access to recording devices. and of course it's the internet, so you can just create content. So yeah, like let's see. Honestly, we were gonna razz Chris about not fucking with anime at all.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean
You
it's just I know,
subhuman.
and I grew up during the whole Japanese explosion in the '80s.
And you just did
Yeah.
not
And-
participate.
Had
Oh my
you
God.
know had a Nintendo
At least-
like the
at least
first
tell
year
me
it was
you've-
out, but
Tell me you've at least seen Akira.
no, nope.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't say that I dislike Japanese culture because I love a
no, it's
shit ton
so
of
nice.
it.
Oh,
But I
it's
mean, like I
ridiculous,
just
but
never,
it's
I
fun.
just never got into anime for whatever reason. It's just, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if it's the animation that put me off or I don't know. It's just
I feel like a lot of people just see it and they're like, "That's so fucking silly."
no, I don't think it's silly. I mean, like, because I know that there's some deep storylines
Oh
and
my
all that
God, it's-
behind it, but it's just, I don't know. It just,
I've got
the
I've got
appeal was
Death
never there.
Note on Blu-ray right right fucking behind me.
I gotta confess, Ben, I've actually never seen Death Note.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, Death Note's quite a bit different. Death Note.
What?
Death Note.
What?
See, these two are nerds, unlike me. I'm
a flump. Yeah, no. Yeah, Chris is not a nerd.
No, I'm just a different type of nerd.
Fuck off. But like, I'm an action anime guy. Like, I grew up on like Fist of the North Star and fucking like Macross and Lotus War, and like
Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah. 8th MS Team.
Oh yeah,
for life.
My shit. See, I feel like Ben and I are not just nerds, but we're also dorks.
Yeah, but
Chris is just a nerd.
No, I'm a fucking dork too. But I mean, like, it's
you fucking dork.
No, I mean, it's for the longest time I tried to shed the whole dork thing, and then it was like
embrace that shit.
Yeah, you embrace it after you become a certain age. You're just like, screw it. And now fuck. I grew up in the '80s and the '90s, and now dorks are in, and so.
I could go back and watch the like Fist of the North Star, or like the Street Fighter 2 anime movies, and be like, yeah. But if you go watch, seriously, go watch the fucking Thundercats and tell me that shit did.
Oh, dude, I love the fucking Thundercats.
Tell me it aged well. Tell me it aged well.
No, it did not.
It's fucking hot garbage.
Did you ever see the remake that came out? Like,
nostalgia is nice. It's fun, but seriously, go back and watch some of the shit that you grew up with.
Yeah.
And tell me that shit is good.
Well, but
because
that was
fucking
go back and watch the '80s version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but that was all geared towards children.
It was,
man.
yeah.
I mean, like it.
Yeah, and
of course,
when
it's not going to be like
you. Like when you look back,
deep.
you go, "Oh, well, that was so much fun. That was such a cool fucking thing at the time."
Yeah,
and
I'm really waiting to like
you actually watch it, and you're like, "Fuck, that's pretty fucking awful."
I'm really waiting to be disappointed by Exo Squad again. I mean, like, not again, because I loved it when I was a kid. But for some reason, I feel like it's probably not going to hold up.
The next time you try to watch Exo
Squad,
it's
like,
you're just gonna
man,
be like, fuck you. This sucks. I'm sorry. But the one thing that I've seen that never fucking fails, the Batman animated series.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
I don't care how fucking old you get. That shit is gnarly as shit.
That came out in, like, I'm going to say 95, 90.
No, it was like 93.
Yeah, I started watching it in college.
My God.
Like my junior year in college because
Chris, why are you so old?
Well, yeah, no. See, when I went to Carolina in the 90s, we didn't have cable. We didn't have cable, and a lot of fucking dorms didn't even have air conditioning. But anyway, so that was one of the only shows that came on in the afternoon, and that was worth watching.
So fucking good.
And my roommate, he was Chinese, my junior year roommate, and he was the one that got me into it. But it's really one of the only words I understood out of him. He's like, Batman. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, put it on, dude.
I mean, like, the dude did not speak English, but...
Dude, I remember being at my grandpa's house. He was babysitting my sister and I watched the premiere of Batman, like the Man-Bat episode, the very first one.
Oh, Man-Bat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
That was
a really good show.
Yeah.
I mean,
so good.
I need to go back and watch it, because I wasn't really paying much attention to it, but, I liked it because, it was that, and we watched...
The weird, like, noir kind of fucking...
Yeah, it was very noir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
Don't fucking say that.
Noir?
Noir.
Noir.
It's noir.
Noir.
Look, I don't like French any more than anyone else. Even look, okay, if you're so fucking foppish that the English hate you.
Here we go. Let's get on the hating.
Look, I got hate all day.
Oh, I do too.
I'm a hate machine. But there's
you
like,
hate the French.
Like the other day, I said something about someone was talking about La Croix.
What
the horrible
LaCroix?
La Croix. It's La Croix.
I know.
I swear to Christ, it's La Croix.
I know, but it's...
I don't even...
We white people pronounce it LaCroix.
Yeah, and everyone's like, Oh, is that how you say that? Yes, that's how you fucking say that.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of French.
Yeah.
I hate their
It's
language.
fucking soda water.
Oh, no.
It's
He's not a fan of the
It's not
people.
even soda water.
Oh no, we're gonna fucking hit. No, let's don't hate on.
We're not getting on La Croix.
Yeah, don't hate on. it.
We're not. We're not doing that.
Just
All I'm
don't
gonna
drink
do-
don't drink the fucking coconut. Everybody knows that
Don't
that's
drink the Kool-Aid.
fucking
Yeah.
garbage. Drink the other ones and then. But anyway, yeah. Back to
it's hot fucking garbage. Don't do it.
when you're trying to cut sugar, it's okay.
But no.
Yeah,
it,
no, I
it-
can see that.
It was very noir.
No.
Noir. I'm sorry. I can't keep harping on this, but I do not like the French
Film
language.
noir.
But I refuse to say it noir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, I feel like all of us.
they have a lot of inflection and like the language that's just so weird. One of my ex-girlfriends tried to teach me it, and I was like, "No, I can't speak like that." She's like, "You're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong," and I'm like, "No, I said exactly what you told me to say."
That's how it's written.
Mais je m'appelle.
It's. Everybody says it's a beautiful language, but fuck it,
It's
I'd rather
not.
speak
It's,
German.
It's no.
Yes,
German-
the German
German's
language
ugly as
is
shit,
Yeah,
I realized one day that the only other languages I have the loose bit of grasp on are the Axis languages. It's all German and Japanese. I could.
learning Japanese is,
Mach schnell.
Schneller. But
all right. What?
Anyways,
Yeah. What were we on anyway? I think this is the only
we were
time.
talking
how
about
the
Batman
animated Batman
yeah.
series was
Yeah.
and then
actually
somehow got on
really fucking
LaCroix.
good. Well, because we started picking on the French,
Yeah. And we can't.
who are admittedly pussies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, French people. But again, if the English can give you the finger and call you soft motherfuckers, then if you're softer than the English, look.
No, now we're hating on the Brits.
Yeah,
too.
Jesus.
No, no. Pin this on me.
Yeah.
Okay. If
before
we bother,
before we proceed, I promise we are not nationalists.
No.
by
no,
any
certainly
means.
not. Certainly
just
not.
It's all tongue in cheek. A lot of it. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Yeah, it's again we're being.
I mean, like,
Yeah, it's tongue in cheek. I'm being
That's-
facetious.
Yeah.
and
I don't really hate French people.
feeding
I actually
off the
know a couple
the
French
irony.
people.
Yeah.
No, crepes are
And-
delicious. Okay, foie gras can fuck off. But what are you doing?
I hate liver,
It's
but
just smeared like
so
liver
good.
paste.
it's so good.
See, you're
I
allowed to
hate-
believe that.
I hate
respect that
chicken
right.
liver. I hate liver, but damn it, that shit's so good. It's. And-
I respect your.
I think it's
rights
just because it's
to-
duck. Everything from the duck is delicious.
Oh my god, dude.
It's
But
just
in-
the greasiest animal.
Yeah,
So good.
like French fries fried in duck fat.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Fuck.
I've
French
had
food.
I've had radishes fried in duck fat, and that was
Radishes?
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do to a radish that'll make it taste good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
fry
like
that shit in duck fat.
roast them and they taste kind of like potatoes.
I'm
you know,
going to
they're
the
not-
bar. Like as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna go drink because I don't.
We're not going to have a culinary episode. I mean, like we can.
Oh no!
I mean, since we've all delved in the culinary arts, and you're still in
we've
it.
all dealt with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can do that.
but yeah,
I feel like it might be time to kind of like tie this up, put
All right.
a ribbon on this
Yeah,
bitch.
man.
all right.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because Chris has to go soon, and I'm thinking, we've covered enough time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
We've
It was a good first.
yeah,
run.
absolutely for
Good trial run.
episode 0, and
I'm gonna miss.
Every
you.
time you say
Kinda.
episode 0, I feel like I'm about to break out in something like,
It's like
why
a,
did I come here?
a zombie
The-
sort of thing, you know?
just think of it as the 0 system from Gun and
okay.
Wing.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, okay, it's breaking your mind, but you're also a better pilot than everyone else.
While you also murder your allies and friends as well.
That's sad. Anyway.
Chris has no idea what the hell we're talking about.
I'm just sitting here watching these
Somehow he's not as nerdy as us. So no, we're this is the first episode of Microwave this podcast, and we're gonna plug anyone who wants to plug anything for anyone else. Like I'm just gonna say, if you don't know who Neil Cicerica is, fuck off. But also check out, go to his Twitter, hit up his fucking. He's got 2 YouTube channels.
I mean, you can give him, I think at this point everybody's heard the
Bustin'?
Yeah, Bustin'. The Ghostbusters remix with, Bustin' makes me feel good.
Sleeping makes me feel good.
Yeah. Everybody's heard that.
Bustin's beautiful.
That's Neil, and he's done a lot more and a lot more genius shit than that. I mean,
he's
ACVC.
Yeah.
ACVC is amazing.
Yeah,
that song is just.
Don't even give it away. Just do ACVC. Just look it up.
And that's Chris brought up Girl Talk, which I feel like Girl Talk is serious. And
well, the only reason I brought up Girl Talk, I mean, not that I'm a fan at all. I mean, I think that, he was good in the beginning, but now it's all right, I've heard it. I've heard what you can do. But he's not on Neil's level. He's different.
No one's on Neil's level.
Yeah.
But Neil makes it's fucking audible memes. Have you heard Drywall?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's the most terrifying. It's horrific.
Yeah, I mean, it's just noise and and the video is pretty terrifying too. But
or a annoyed grunt. If there was ever, if a descent into madness ever sounded like anything, it is that fucking song.
I love the
Drywall too.
Yeah,
the time that you played annoyed grunt for Blue. And Blue went.
He handled about 90 seconds of it, and it was just nope, 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 and then just marched across the street and just started screaming at the sky.
He stood in an empty parking spot and just cursed.
He's like,
I mean, I think it helps.
And I was like, I think I killed Blue, man.
I think appreciation of Neil helps if you've done drugs, and.
That's what weirds me out was I feel like Neil doesn't do drugs.
No, I mean you don't have to do drugs to make something trippy and
yeah, you don't. I mean,
but to
really
appreciate something more,
anyway.
I mean,
that shit's.
He's on that wavelength,
that natural.
Yeah. He just knows.
See, I'm just naturally weird because I never really fucked with a whole lot of.
But that's another episode.
Yeah.
So we're
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tie this all up. We've gone on longer than we should have.
Yeah.
Check out Burnside's band. Former band.
And
And his new band, Dad Bod.
Onward to Olympus is his old band, and his new band is Dad Bod.
Which we will be recording at some point in the near future.
ASAP.
You can, Chris, you've got a personal YouTube.
Yeah, we already talked about it. I'll be, like I said, streaming DJ sets pretty soon as I figure out some shit on how to sync up audio and video, and it doesn't take much. It just takes me actually paying attention, and my ADD doesn't help me out. But anyway.
And then I've got my YouTube channel, Ben Katz. If you look me up on YouTube and you find my channel, my profile picture looks like some very Vladimir Lenin kind of thing. It's like a propaganda poster of me.
It's like Lenin meets the hell was that dude's name?
Anton LaVey.
Yeah, Anton LaVey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Lenin meets the father of modern Satanism. And then you can also hit me up on Twitter at waffle_tacos. And shoot me a message if you want to say anything, ask a question. Any input we get, I'll throw into the next podcast. And yeah, definitely look up everyone's shit. We've got a lot of friends who do a lot of things.
Yeah, we'll be plugging them. I mean, as we go. But yeah, all right. So good night.
Let's tie it up.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Until next time, I'm Ben.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Matt.
All right. Later, guys.
Yay.